Okay, as a registered nurse and a nurse that has worked on many COVID floors, I call total BS. This is totally fake. This, right, all you have to do is look at this picture. This is fake. For one thing, let's start with this. There is no way any hospital in America would allow a video conference in the middle of their floor. It would never happen. I don't even know if that's legal. That just would never happen. Ask any nurse you know. That would never happen. It's just in the realm of ludicrous. That could never happen. Furthermore, right here, they have a full biohazard bag sitting on the counter here. That would never, OMG, talk about disgusting. That just couldn't possibly, that couldn't be real. Like, are you kidding me? A biohazard bag? What is in there? That's disgusting. That would never happen. We got a red screen here. I don't know what that is. We got all these poles here for IVs sitting in the middle of the aisles. That's a huge violation. If they got inspected right now, they would be fined tens of thousands of dollars just for that. It's a health hazard. You can't get patients through there. You can't push beds through there. They all have to be in patients' rooms or stored in a special, they have an extra room that they store those in. So that would just never, I mean, it's just, that's not plausible. That's not how, they don't go in the hallway like that. That's just ridiculous. This is all way too clean. This for a COVID floor, and there's nobody else here. If this is the middle of a COVID floor and they're swamped, where are the other nurses? There would be nurses at these computers doing charting or calling doctors and stuff. Where are the other nurses?
Now we bring in a frontline hero, Lauren Schiller, a COVID ward nurse at the University of Florida Health in...
I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all.
Jacksonville. Lauren, thanks so much for being with us.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Well, there you are, right in the COVID hotspot, really at the center of what we're seeing right now. What's your ward
This is not what COVID wards look like, let me tell you from experience.
like at this moment? Describe to us what you're experiencing.
Oh, we finally had a person.
It is very busy right now. We have a total of 32 patients, where 2.5 weeks ago we had 26. So it's a lot more people, a lot busy.
They're so busy, yet she has time to do this call, which isn't even believable. And that person is so calmly walking by.
Here, we have 2 people in a lot of rooms, so we're no longer private rooms, we're double rooms now. So that's back to where we were last December, last January, in our big peak of last year. So we're kind of taking a step back to where we were and trying to navigate through this new variant and help as many people as we can. And it's very busy here.
Are you able to
They're so busy, there's nobody around. Like, where are the other people? This is the station? Nurse's station?
tell us how many of those people have been vaccinated or not?
Majority of the people that are in the hospital have not been vaccinated. I believe it's in the upper 90% of
Talking points.
people who haven't been vaccinated that are currently in the hospital.
Wow.
But I am proud to...
I don't believe it. How would she even know that? She's just a floor nurse. She couldn't possibly even know that. You'd have to talk to somebody way up higher than her to get that kind of information.
announce that we have...
So she was obviously primed with how to answer this question.
began to give the vaccinations on the floor to people who are here on our care before we're about to send them home. We actually had one patient today that was able to leave with the vaccine, one of the first doses. So that's a really cool new thing that we're able to do. And we're just hoping to get more and more people vaccinated, as many as possible.
Boy, if that's not just
Really pushing that vaccine, quote unquote.
A real life message right there. The fact that these folks you are seeing are not vaccinated. Did they want to be vaccinated? Has it been hard to convince them that now they're in the hospital sick, that they definitely should? Have they been, okay, I get it now, I'll be vaccinated?
Oh, I get it now. So the reason they're in the hospital because they didn't get the death shot that they're pushing. Note that I'm a registered nurse. That's what am I calling it?
Yes. I would say once they get to the point where they're in the hospital, almost all of them say they want to be vaccinated now, but they wish they had gotten vaccinated before it got to the point where they had to come to the hospital. There's very many people that where they get discharged, they say the first thing I'm going to do when I leave here is go and get vaccinated. So that's something that we hope
really pushing the propaganda.
Reaches out to a lot of people who haven't been vaccinated yet to try to get them to get out and go get vaccinated before they have.
Okay, these hospitals are not busy. I've traveled to about a dozen hospitals in my area from my work, and during the height of COVID, and they're all shutting down floors, shutting down entire floors, not just units, whole floors, laying off the nurses. You know, most of the hospital is like a ghost town. They keep a couple floors open. It's
have to get to the point where they come to the hospital.
Well, I hope this sends a message, our interview, that people pay attention.
Well, they're clearly trying to send a message. We know what message you're trying to send. A biohazard. I mean, are you kidding me? This is just ridiculous. Furthermore, if they're this busy, like they're saying, and she's this busy with this many patients, how will she have time for all this? She's going to take this much time out of her shift to set this all up and prepare for this and then give the interview, and yet she has that many patients. Floor nurses are generally very busy, especially when they're overwhelmed. If they're overwhelmed, I mean, floor nurses don't have time for anything. They don't have 30 seconds. I mean, they're constantly running behind their whole shift. They're behind, but the moment they get there, they're behind. You know, they don't have time to take lunch. They don't even eat lunch. You know, they don't have 5 minutes to shove something down their throat. They don't eat lunch, and then after their shift, they have to stay late and finish up all their charting. You know, so to say that she had all this time to lackadaisically, you know, do this whole thing, and there's nobody else around, yet they're overwhelmed, like, come on.
אבל שיהיה רופא אחד שם בקופות. תגיד שאתה מוכן? אני אעשה. בוא תשים להם, שתשמת את המצלת שזה הפעולה הראשונה שראית באקשן, אוקיי? אוקיי, 3, 4, בוא תגיד שמוכן. ואקשן. עבודה, רצים עובדים. מעולה, להמשיך. כן, נבדוק לך תעשה לך. רגע, שנייה, תעשו את זה. קפלנו, אחי. מה קרה?